Listen, you're right about a lot of that, but it is a lot of work. And unfortunately,
never mind.
From the last time we had the pyramid, 5 people have been removed from the pyramid. 5 people have been added to the pyramid. Unveil the latest pyramid if we can, please. We go 8 levels deep.
Here we go.
I tried to do an 18-level pyramid. They told me not to. Look in the far right corner. Jeremy Grant, Clint Capella, added to the pyramid. Look on that bottom row. Zach LaVine, he's on the pyramid. What up, Zach? Good for you. That also, by the way, means Russell Westbrook off the pyramid entirely, along with Clay, Pascal Siakam, De'Aaron Fox, and Kyle Lowry. All right, next level. Oh, is that Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown, welcome to the pyramid, along with Domantas Sabonis. Some argued Sabonis should be higher. Domantas Sabonis, welcome to the pyramid. You've earned it. Next level, Jamal Murray, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie moved up in the pyramid. Despite this sabbatical, he's been so brilliant offensively, he moves up. Jason Tatum, Zion stay where they were. Jimmy Butler, we had to move you down a touch. That finals glow is wearing off just a bit. All right, now let's zoom in. Top 5 rows of the pyramid. James Harden.
Here we go.
I'm sorry to tell you, you've been dinged a bit. You have moved down. Paul George, on the other hand, you have moved up a bit on the pyramid. Bradley Beal, you have moved up on the pyramid. CP3 and Mitchell stay the same. Steph, Kawhi, oh my goodness gracious. Is that Anthony Davis on the 4th row? That's Anthony Davis on the 4th row. Anthony Davis, you have been moved down. I'm sorry to tell you. Also, I don't know if you noticed, the other person that has moved down there is, I think, was it Steph or Kawhi? Oh, Kawhi also moved down because Jokic and Embiid. Got to move them up. Jokic and Embiid, 2 leading MVP candidates surrounding the reigning MVP. And then the top 2 rows stay as static as they were. KD and Luka, 2nd and 3rd best players in the league. And then the Kings stay the king, LeBron James. So there's your pyramid. They told us we have a whole segment here. I don't know why. Because how long is it going to take Brandon Wilds and Jenna to say, that's the most beautiful pyramid I've ever seen, this side of the Sphinx? So I don't know, but Brandon, there it is. Your pyramid.
I'll try to be quick here since you think you nailed this one. I want to start with AD. I salute you, Nick. Phenomenal job. This is hard. We all know you love LeBron James. We all know you believe in LeBron James. You believe LeBron James is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, right now over MJ. So for you to take his wingman, his Robin, and move him down the tier says a lot about you. A lot of integrity. I know that was hard because this is a guy that is inconsistent. This is a guy that's supposed to help LeBron James surpass Michael Jordan. This is a guy that we put on a pedestal in the bubble and said, oh, he's elevated to the next level. But when you turn on the film and you watch the games this year, man, he's 29th in scoring. He's horrible from the free throw line. He's a big guy. You got to be able to get to the free throw line and nail those shots. That's part of your game. That's why we got you. And he's not playing consistent basketball right now, and it's alarming. This is a dude that's supposed to be right there with Kevin Durant and Luka, but he's not. So I salute you for bringing him down a couple tiers. The only thing I have left, Joel Embiid. Nick, you moved him up 1 tier, but you should have moved him up 2 tiers. And the reason why is because he's the front runner to be the MVP this year. I know the last week and a half, LeBron has been turning it on and taking his game to a whole nother level, dropping 40-something on the Cavs. I get it. I understand. Shooting from the logo, hook shots, fadeaway 3-pointers, fadeaway shots from the corner. I get all of that. But right now, Mr. Embiid is the clear-cut MVP. And we have to approach it that way. He's averaging almost 28 points. He's shooting 40% from the three-point line. He's damn near 10 feet tall, okay? Then he's also averaging almost 60% from mid-range. So for that reason, I felt like you should have moved him up 2 tiers, Nick. That's all I got. Everything else is good.
So real quick, can we show the top of the pyramid again alongside me and Brandon? Because pyramid integrity, it's one of the foundational pieces of the show. If you want me to move Joel Embiid up, You must tell me, who am I moving down? You want Durant moved down? Who do you want moved down? There's only 3 spots above him. Who's moving down?
You're putting me in the spot
moving down.
I was actually going to ask you to be Luka's godson. I mean, goddad. But move Luka
Godfather.
down. Move Luka down.
Oh!
Godfather.
Oh, you know what?
Move Luka down. Move Luka down.
I do want to say there was some consideration there. The team isn't winning to the level we thought they would, the Mavs. Luka's defense has not drastically improved, and his three-point shooting is still mediocre at best, but he's still averaging damn near 30, 10, and 10, and he's been the engine running that team. But that was the closest one. Embiid and Luka, if it was numbered, that would be 3 and 4. So that is the closest one, so your eyes on it. You're right there. Kevin Wildes, perfection.
Okay, buddy.
Am I right?
Look, you do
issues?
an excellent job on the pyramid, and along with take integrity, structural pyramid integrity is one of the foundations of the show. And it's that reason why I think you were a little hesitant to put one Jaylen Brown too high up in the pyramid. But I'm going to make the argument that he deserves to be far higher than you have him right now. He is averaging the 7th most points in the league. He's averaging 27 points a game. And that is rare air because he's an efficient scorer too. He's right up there with 27 points on 50% shooting, 40% from 3. There's only 4 people. Brandon's Nets and the leading MVP vote getter, if you had it right now, Joel Embiid. Number 2, legend cosign. It's not just your old buddy Kevin Wildes that thinks he's playing great. The legend of all legends, Bill Russell, said, hey, keep up the good work. This was in response to a historic game, Nick, where Jaylen Brown scored 33 points, shout out to Larry Bird, in 19 minutes, set the record. Well, Kevin, okay, you got you're saying it, Bill Russell saying it. How about another legend? The reason number 3 is legend co-signed part 2. Magic Johnson, not only a great player, but also a great tweeter, said, you know what? Jaylen Brown isn't just reaching superstar status. Jaylen Brown's not just should be on your all-star ballot. Jaylen Brown should be on your MVP ballot, Nick. And I know he's sort of come out of nowhere, and we've seen him take step, huge leap. But, buddy, you're an analytics guy. You see how this guy is playing. You got to be ready to move him up. Go ahead. What say you, Nicholas, about one Jaylen Brown?
I mean,
MVP I love it, Wildes. I love it.
Okay, so listen, he's not an MVP candidate. We know that. Let's calm down a bit with respect to Magic Johnson. He used to not be on the pyramid. He now is on the pyramid. So I do think I'm giving him respect. My question to you, Kevin Wildes, is this. Is he the best player on his team? Is he the best player on his team?
Kevin, be careful.
I don't know. I'm certainly making an argument, but I'm not. That's not my job to decide. And you don't try to start a war between Celtics. You can have 2 great players on the same team. Should they be on the same tier? Sure. And Jenna, here's the other thing of why Nick is keeping Jaylen Brown down. Danny Ainge said, I'm not trading Jaylen Brown for James Harden. Danny Ainge, in the upset of the year, for the first time in his career, might be right on this one. He saw something in Jaylen Brown that not trading for James Harden. He might be right. It's not just because he's got a nice contract. He's young. He's playing phenomenal on the court, too. So shout out to Danny Ainge. Big win, Jenna.
If you want to make the argument that I should flip Jaylen Brown with Jimmy Butler based on this season alone, that would be a good argument. I am building in somewhat, and I know you love Jimmy, somewhat of Jimmy, like he had some built-in cushion from the playoff run. But Jaylen Brown went from off, Murray as well. This year alone, Jaylen Brown's probably been a tick better than Jamal Murray. But again, I am giving him some playoff run credit. But when we unveil the next pyramid, and I don't have the date in front of me, I think it's 2 weeks from today. But if Jaylen keeps this up, he will rise. I do want to make one other point. Brandon, the single greatest sports radio caller of all time, Alan White Plains, texted me personally during your segment and said, Brandon Marshall is 100% right. Luka Doncic can't guard a statue. Move Joel Embiid up. So you have the Alan White Plains cosign, which resonates a lot with me. Wow. So I do want to let you know the committee is, it's not a committee, actually, it's just me. We're considering it, Jenna.
Can I put in a request for a pyramid of all-time Celtics greats from 1987? Is that, let's think about it.
Yeah,
we got to get back to the NFL.
Still wouldn't make it, Jenna. He still wouldn't make it.
Emmys, Jenna, you can do whatever you want.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Aaron Rodgers with the worst thing you can give someone when you're in a relationship. Mixed messages. Trust me, I'm the queen of them. That's next. First things first.
Static as they were, KD and Luka, second and third best players in the league, and then the Kings stay the king, LeBron James. So there's your pyramid. They told us we have a whole segment here. I don't know why. Because how long is it going to take Brandon Wilds and Jenna to say, that's the most beautiful pyramid I've ever seen, this side of the Sphinx? So I don't know, but Brandon, there it is. Your pyramid.
I'll try.